Happy morning students. Today in number system we are going to see decimal expansion of rational numbers. So in this we are going to discuss two cases. One is conversion of p by q to a decimal expansion. The second one, conversion of decimal expansion to p by q form, that is a fractional form. Now coming to exercise 1.3, the first problem, write down the decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. So he has given the fraction 36 by 100. We want to find out what kind of decimal expansion this fractional form has. So 36 by 100 we will get 0.36 where the digits after the decimal point ends giving the remainder as 0. So it has a terminating decimal expansion. Now coming to the second problem, the fraction is 1 by 11. So we want to find out this in terms of decimal expansion. Now dividing 1 by 11. So I will be getting 0.0909 and so on. So where I have divided here, so it keeps on continuing where the digits gets repeated here. So this 1 by 11 has a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Since the digits after the decimal point gets repeated, we will be calling this decimal expansion as non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. To the third problem, it is given in 4 1 by 8 mixed fraction, converting the mixed fractions into improper. So I will be getting 33 by 8. So we want to find out what type of decimal expansion this fraction has. So now I am dividing 33 by 8. So I will be getting 4.125 where the remainder gets 0. So I can say that 33 by 8 whose decimal expansion will be 4.125. That is after the decimal point, the digits, it ends getting a remainder 0. So it has a terminating decimal expansion. Now coming to the fourth problem, the fraction is 3 by 13. We want to find out what type of decimal expansion it has. So I have divided 3 by 13. So I will be getting 0.230769. I just keep on dividing it where at last I get the remainder as 3. So where again the 3 continues. So you will be getting the digits again repeated. So the way the digits keeps on repeating. So I have 3 by 13 whose decimal expansion will be 0.230769 bar since the digits gets repeated. So I can say that it has a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Second problem, it's given that you know that 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857 bar. Can you predict what the decimal expansions of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7 without actually doing the long division? So now coming to the solution, he has given 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857, the bar where the decimal expansion after the decimal point the digits gets repeated. So we want to find out the decimal expansion for 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7 without doing the long division. So I am just writing 2 by 7 as 2 into 1 by 7, which is equal to 2 into, where 1 by 7 has a decimal expansion, 0.142857 bar. So I am multiplying 2 with this digits. I will get 0.285714 bar. Similarly, for 3 by 7, 3 into 1 by 7, which is equal to 3 into 0.142857 bar. Multiplying 3 with the digits, you will get 0.428571 bar. Similarly, 4 by 7, I will get 0.571428 bar. 5 by 7 as 0.714285 bar. 6 by 7 as 0.857142 bar. So hence I found out the decimal expansion of all these fractions without doing the long division. I have multiplied with 1 by 7 with those numbers. I found out the decimal expansion. Third problem. This is of the form conversion of decimal expansion into a fractional form. The problem: express the following decimal expansion in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers. First problem, 0.6 bar. So the bar is placed above 6, which means that the digit 6 gets repeated. So now let us take x is equal to 0.6 bar. So where this I am writing it as 0.666 and so on. So calling this as equation 1. Since your bar is placed one digit above, so I am going to multiply this equation 1 with 10. If the bar is placed above 2 digits, so we have to multiply with 100. Since the bar is placed above 1 digit, it is after the decimal point, I am going to multiply this with 10 on both sides of the equation. So left hand side I will get 10x, right hand side if I multiply 10 with 0.666 so on, where the decimal point jumps after your 6, so I will be getting 10x equal to 6.666 and so on. So calling this as equation 2. We are going to subtract equation 2 minus equation 1. So we get 10x minus of x is equal to 6.666 minus of 0.666. So here I will get 9x is equal to, see this after decimal point 66 so on will get cancelled with 666 etc. So remaining will be 6 minus of 0. I will be getting 6. So 9x equal to 6. X is equal to 6 by 9, which is equal to 2 by 3. So hence I make the decimal point 0.6 bar as 2 by 3. Thus I converted the decimal expansion into a fractional form, which is P by Q form. So I got x is equal to 2 by 3 as a P by Q form. Second problem, 0.47 bar. Let us take x is equal to 0.47 bar. So this bar is placed above 7. So I am just writing 0.477, which means that the 7 gets repeated. So calling this equation as 1. Since the bar is placed above 7, so we are multiplying 10 on both sides of the equation 1. So I will get 10x is equal to, so if I multiply 10 with 0.477, so the decimal point jumps here, so I will get 4.777, calling this as equation 2. Now I am going to subtract equation 2 minus equation 1. So subtracting 2 minus 1, we get 10x minus x is equal to 4.777, so on, minus 0.4777, so on. 10x minus x, I will get 9x, which is equal to, so here your 7 gets cancelled with 7, so I will have 4.7 minus of 0.4. So when I subtract 4.7 minus 0.4, I will be getting 4.3. So 9x equal to 4.3, x is equal to 4.3 divided by 9. So I will be getting 43 by 90. So hence the decimal expansion 0.47 can be expressed as a fractional form p by q as 43 by 90. Fourth problem, express 0.99999 and so on in the form of p by q. Coming to the solution, let us take x is equal to 0.9 bar, so which can be written as 0.99999 so on. Since the bar is placed above one digit, so I am multiplying both sides of the equation by 10. So I will be getting 10x. So right side, if I multiply 10, so the decimal point jumps after one digit, so I will be getting right hand side 9.9999. So calling this as equation 2 and the above as equation 1. Now subtract equation 2 minus equation 1, we get 10x minus x, which is equal to 9.9999 and so on, minus of 0.9999 and so on. So where my 999 after decimal point gets cancelled with 0.999, so I will be having remaining 9 minus 0, which is equal to 9. On my left hand side, 10x minus x, I will get 9x. So I got x is equal to 1. So I expressed the decimal expansion in terms of p by q, which is nothing but 1 by 1, which is equal to 1. Sixth problem. Look at several examples of rational numbers which are in the form of p by q. Q is not equal to 0, where p and q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having a terminating decimal representation. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? Now coming to the solution, we observe that in a fraction p by q, when the denominator q is having the number 2 or 4 or 5 or 8 or 10, so we will be getting the decimal expansion of p by q will be terminating. Let us consider an example. 1 by 2, where you have denominator q is equal to 2. So whose decimal expansion will be 0.5. So this has a terminating decimal expansion since the digits after the decimal point, after 5 it gets ends getting the remainder 0. So when my denominator q is 2, that is 2 power 1. Second example, 7 by 8, we'll be getting the decimal expansion 0.875. So here also the decimal expansion after the decimal point, that is after 3 digits it gets ends when my denominator q is 8. So I can say that this decimal expansion is a terminating decimal expansion when my denominator q is 8. I am writing 8 as 2 power 3. Now coming to the next example, 4 by 5, which is equal to 0.8. Here also you will be getting the decimal expansion is terminating when my denominator is 5. So from this it is observed that in p by q, whereby denominator q is having only 2 or only 5 or 2 and 5, we can say that q should have a prime factors 2 and 5, so that the fraction p by q has a terminating decimal expansion.